Hi football players, what I've got now is a HIIT exercise you can do. All it is a couple of cones spread out in even spaces, and all it is a sprint session, okay? Jogging between one cone and then sprinting to the next. Obviously, we all know game of football is all about bursts of speed and energy. It's not just a consistent game of running at one pace. This should be great for your match fitness.
To set up this circuit, all I've taken is 8 cones and placed them out evenly by 15 meters. Put the first cone down, start position, walked out 15 meters and set up the next cone. I've done that for the first 4. Then turned left 90 degrees, walked out 15 meters and placed the next cone. Then set up the next 3 cones in 15 meter spaces so they're opposite the first 4, and this will complete one whole loop. You can change the distance and the amount of cones you place up, but I'll cover that later in the video. To do the exercise, start on the start cone and run out 40-50% maximum effort until the next cone. Once you get there, burst into a sprint at 100% maximum effort. Once you reach the next cone, slow down again to a 40-50% jog. Keep doing this jog, sprint, alternation until you complete the whole circuit and you're back at the start cone. Like I said at the start of the video, this is a good reflection on how the game of football actually plays over 90 minutes. The short sprints, okay, are going to work your heart rate, get it up, working your cardiovascular system and working your muscles. The recovery between, okay, is going to help reduce your recovery time, so that when you are playing football and there's a lull in the game, you're going to recover better, so the next time you need to work, you're going to be more efficient at it. How you can use this exercise in your training then is I like to do 10 rounds complete with 1 minute's rest in between each round. Like I said at the start of the video, depending on your own fitness levels, you can change the sprint distance you do, the recovery time, how many sprints you do each round and how many rounds you do to complete the exercise. This all depends on how far you space the cones apart, and the sprint distances don't have to be the same distance as the recovery. Okay, so if you want to sprint for longer and recover less, you can just do that by placing out the cones separately. If you haven't got any cones and you can actually see the markings of the football pitch on the ground, one way I like to do it as well is to use the corners of the football pitch and the halfway line to be markers for your change of speed. This, obviously, you're going to be sprinting for a lot longer, but you're also going to be recovering a lot longer as well, so there's that trade-off. Just remember that when you are changing the sprint distance, recovery time, or how many sprints you're doing each round, that in order to improve your conditioning and your endurance for football, you're going to have to gradually increase how much work you're doing, otherwise known as progressive overload.